Hello. I am just having a little look-see to see if everything is working, because sometimes it doesn't. And hopefully it is, but I can't see it, so I don't know where it has gone. Let's have a look. So if you are here and you have managed to find the live stream, well, hi, and let me know that you're here and that you can see it, because so far I can't. Something is going wrong. Let's have a look. View on Facebook. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, there we go. It's saying that there is something there. Strange. We'll share there. Go figure. Who knows? Who knows what's going on? It's a bit weird though that it's only got one viewer, because that could be me. And it's saying that it is on my page, but when I click on my page, okay, well now it's showing because why is it not just going directly to my page? This is stupid. All right, well, I'm glad that you can see me. That's good. That's a start. Hi, Chris. That's a start. Why is it not, like, I can't see my comments or anything? Why do they change things on me? All right, well, I can't see it on Facebook, but I can see it in StreamYard. So, hello. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Chris. And let's get on with the show, shall we? Everything you guys can hear, so that's good. Oh, hello there. I wonder who it is. That must be Freya, I'm imagining. Hello, Freya. Merry Christmas. Hi, Cameron. Thank you so very much for putting a tip in my jar. I saw that come through just now. I very much appreciate it. Now, tonight, I am going to sing you some songs, and a little bit later on, I am going to show you my newest song, my brand new song. It hasn't been performed yet. I have recorded it for my patrons. Hello, Bert. How are you? Thank you very much for putting a tip in my jar. I saw that come through just now as well. Hi, Deb. I'm glad you can hear and see as well. This is good. This is a sign that it's working, right? So even if I can't get it to do what I thought it should do on my end, it appears to be doing what it should do on yours, and that makes me happy. That will do, yeah. So tonight I'm going to sing you some songs. I just said that, and I'm going to sing you my brand new song, which I wrote. I'll tell you the story about that later, but it's one to inspire us, those of us who have some big dreams, to start small. And tonight's show, tonight's Facebook Live, hi Trish, thank you so much, is it's got a little bit of a theme to it tonight, and it's a little bit I guess about love, but not just romantic love, not just self-love, but love kind of in general. So for the first song that I've got, it's called You Are Loved. You're welcome, Bert. And I hope that you enjoy this song. Let's start, shall we? I hope all the levels are good. I hope everyone can hear everything okay. Let's go. when I come to... bugger poop. I'm playing the wrong... I'm still... I practiced this other song and I've still got the timing in my head. When I come to you late at night, can you smell my skin when you close your eyes? To my memories, bring back memories of sweeter times. When you walk these halls I used to haunt, do you hear my voice now that I'm gone? Do you lay your head on that giant bed and hear my song? I hope when you think of me, every memory heals every ache in your heart. And I hope that you know that I loved you with more than I knew I was capable of. And if you ever doubt the way I feel about you, remember the words of this song. You are loved. You are loved. When you hear the words I used to say, does it make you smile? Does it ease your pain? When you dream at night, does it still feel like I could touch your face? I hope when you think of me, every memory heals every ache in your heart. And I hope that you know that I loved you with more than I knew I was capable of. And if you ever doubt the way I feel about you, remember the words of this song. You are loved. You are loved. Oh, I hope when you think of me, every memory heals every ache in your heart. And I hope that you know that I loved you with more than I knew I was capable of. And if you ever doubt the way I feel about you, remember the words of the song. You are loved. You are loved. You are loved. You are loved. Thanks, Brian. Thanks for tuning in, guys. It's nice to see some of you here. Yes, that song just got me there for a second. Yeah. Okay, Ashley, hello. How are you? It's been a couple of weeks actually. I had some things going on, and then the last live time that I had scheduled, I wasn't feeling the best. I think something happened, but I've been doing different shifts at different times, so it's been hard to plan in advance because I'm not knowing exactly what's happening in my schedule, and also I'm not feeling the best at night, so it's been hard to go, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to be okay to do that on this night because it just hasn't. Yeah, I'm best in the mornings, but I've also had weird shifts, so I haven't even done morning ones. Well, I'm here now, so this is it. We'll make the most of it tonight. Hi Ronnie, how are you? Nice to see you. So tonight's theme is there's a bit of love in tonight's theme, and I have mentioned that already. And this next song, the theme of love behind this is around new love, and I remember when I kind of first started dating, just before I met Matt, and I wrote this because I kind of knew what I was looking for, and I've had relationships that have had the roller coaster thing, it's all bells and whistles in the beginning, and then you're not really compatible or whatever. And I really, really wanted a relationship that was more like a slow burn that would last. And I wrote this song about it, and it's written on the piano, so I have not really played it on guitar. I think I might have played it on guitar maybe once, but I thought I'd give it a crack tonight because I was clicking on the songs that I was looking at. I was like, oh, that could be interesting. Let's have a go. So this was, and I guess is, my wish for how I wanted a relationship to be. Yeah. All right, here we go. This is called Soft Place to Land. I don't want to be another remedy, or the thing that takes the edge off someone's pain. I don't want to be a cheap distraction, if this is only while you chase your blues away. I don't want to be the one to call you out. It's not what this is about. Wanna be the soft place to land when you're falling. Wanna be the warm voice on the other end of the line. I wanna be the hand that you're holding while we're both growing old, and the lover that you never thought you'd find. Don't wanna be somebody's savior, but I'll be your biggest fan. Soft place to land. I don't want to fight for your attention. I don't want to waste my time, so I won't beg for your affection. Though I'm sure you know I'll always give you mine. But don't call me just because you're bored. I'd rather wait for something more. I wanna be the soft place to land when you're falling. I wanna be the warm voice on the other end wanna be the hand that you're holding while we're both growing older, the lover that you never thought you'd find. Don't wanna be somebody's savior, but I'll be your biggest fan. Soft place to land. Soft place to land. I've had my share of roller coasters. I'm not looking for the thrill of fireworks this time around now. I need a slower burn. I wanna be the soft place to land when you're falling. I wanna be the one you never wanna leave behind. Wanna be the reason that you're smiling, who you wanna spend your time with, the lover that you can't get off your mind. Don't wanna be somebody's savior, but I'll be part of the plan. It's a soft place to land. That actually, I'm happy with how that went. Like, I would obviously like do some different tweaks and stuff, and maybe play it with an electric or something. But yeah, I was half expecting that to be a little bit worse than it was. I guess I didn't have high expectations because it's a piano song. Thank you very much, live music. And Davo and Shara, I am very excited. Why? I put that on silent. Why? Shara, I will love to see this. I'm very excited. Okay. Hello, Stuart. Welcome home. I mean, I know we're not there with you, but we are. So it's I'm so glad that you guys have actually that you have made it home. That's cool. I'm very glad. Let's just double check that I haven't done anything silly. Okay. Brian! How did you join a mushroom tier? Oh dear, what have I done? I got to find out how you've done that and what that means. I've been trialing some different membership platforms, seeing if I'm going to stay with Patreon or do things through my own website. I think maybe you just signed up to something that I haven't actually taken down. I don't know if I've done it right. Technology again is a serious bane. Okay, so the next song that I'm gonna do it's called Kaleidoscope Heart. I've been doing a fair bit of writing in the last couple of weeks. Excuse me, and reading. I've been reading Brené Brown, The Gifts of Imperfection, and happy anniversary, Ronnie. What's your wife's name? So how funny that tonight's theme is love. So this book that I'm reading, it talks about living wholeheartedly, and one of the things that it kind of covers is cultivating self-compassion and living and loving wholeheartedly. And so that's why tonight I've chosen these songs, because I'm kind of working on this idea of living and loving wholeheartedly, and part of that is being kind to myself as well, and offering myself a little bit of extra kindness. Well, thank you very much. That's yay to amazing originals in the world. That's cool. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying. And Ronnie and Colleen, I'll dedicate a song to you guys in a minute. But for now, this one is a little bit about my own self-compassion and I guess trying to remind myself that we've all got our flaws, the best parts of us, the worst parts of us. There's a whole thing, and for me, I know that I used to think of myself like lots of broken bits that were just broken and useless, and I'm starting to understand that it's hi Karina. We'll work it out later. We'll work it out, Brian. Yeah, and this idea of not being just broken bits. It's a kaleidoscope. You pick it up and you hold it towards the light, and it's actually beautiful, and it's the way that it's meant to be. So I wrote this song, and I hope for those of you out there who sometimes feel like just a bunch of broken bits, that you realise that you are so much more valuable than that. Sometimes I'm way more honest than I need to be. I break into pieces, and some of them you shouldn't see. I'm oversharing, don't mistake it for caring. I feel like this is the first time in my life of the freedom to be both my darkness and light. You've seen the rest of me, you ain't seen the best of me. I am who I am, the best in the world. I'm only beginning to know I'm more blessed than I'm cursed. I'm wild and uncaged, cannot be tamed. This kaleidoscope heart has a little less fire and a little more spark. Sometimes I'm certain, next thing I'm changing my mind. Another skin shed, another version of me left behind. I'm off with the wind till I settle again. I can be stubborn and sullen, baby, I know, but I'm deep and as rich as the soil where the wildflowers grow. And like shifting sand, I'll melt in your hands. I am who I am, the best in the world. tamed. This kaleidoscope heart has a little more fire and a little more spark. I am who I am, the best and the worst. I'm only beginning to know I'm all blessed and I'm cursed. I'm wild and uncaged, cannot be tamed. This kaleidoscope heart has a little less fire and a little more spark. I'm wild and uncaged, cannot be tamed. This kaleidoscope heart has a little less fire and a little more spark. Hi Lisa, how are you? I hope you're well. I'm glad that you are on board tonight also. Okay, now give me a little look-see here. I gotta find something. But in the meantime, how is everybody? How's everybody's week been? It's only Tuesday. How was your weekend, maybe? I'm not going to talk about mine because mine was rather sad and I don't really want to talk about it because I might fall apart. And I don't want to do that just now. And I've only just kind of pulled it together today. So we'll just go with that. We'll just keep holding it together. Now, okay, let's see. Jeez, I'm looking through my song list. I'm trying to find a love song that's actually happy. So I'm gonna. This is a song that I wrote for Matt when we first started dating, and so I'm gonna dedicate this one tonight to Ronnie and Colleen for their 30 years of marriage. So I hope that you enjoy this song and it takes you right back to the very beginning. I just got to get my hands around it because I don't know exactly where it starts. I want something simple. I want something good. Want something that feels the way that loving someone should. I want someone to know me, who accepts the way I am. I want someone to love me the way that only someone who knows me can. I want something real. I want something easy. I want a love that heals, someone to believe in, someone to call mine. And maybe it's time. I want something different, something I've never had before, to know that I am part of something beautiful. I want someone to hold me
till I feel safe enough to fall. Someone who is patient while I'm letting down my walls. I want something real, I want something easy. I want a love that heals, something to believe in, someone to call mine. And maybe it's time. Got a little love to give and a lot of light to shine. There's a lot of life to live. I'm thinking maybe that it's time for something real, time for something easy, time for a love that heals, someone to believe in, someone to call mine. Maybe it's time. Yeah, maybe it's time.
It was obviously time for you guys, wasn't it? Hey, 30 years. Holy dooly. That's pretty awesome. Congratulations. Massive congratulations, Ronnie and Colleen. All of those words just wanted to come out at once then as a little mashed potato. I'm very excited for you guys, and I hope that you have a wonderful evening and that you celebrate. This next song is another song about love, but this is a different kind of love altogether. This is the love of siblings, and my brother, well, it's probably my brother's girlfriend actually watching tonight, and my niece, and I'm thinking about my other brother who hasn't picked up the phone for 3 days or more, and I'm hoping that he's okay, because I'm starting to worry. But you know, he's a grown-ass man, and we've just got to roll with that, don't we? But this is a song that I wrote for my brothers called Brothers.
I remember playing in the yard, stealing all of your matchbox cars. I remember the day you lost my cat. I never forgave you for that. Should've forgave you for that. I remember scaring you for fun. That's the kind of sister that I was. I remember laughing at your hair. Wasn't so nice to you then. Should've been nicer back then. God was kind enough to give me brothers, even though we're miles from each other. The only ones who understand my mother. Thank God it gave me brothers. I remember climbing trees so tall, looking down at you when you were small. I remember the time that you set the house on fire. I was a belligerent child, but you were so reckless and wild. God was kind enough to give me brothers, even though we're miles from each other. The only ones who understand my mother, thank God he gave me brothers. I can never understand the patience that you had, the way that you let things roll off your back. You still laugh the way you did when we were just two little kids. It's the laughter and those memories that I miss. 'Cause God was kind enough to give me brothers, even though we're miles from each other. The only ones who understand my mother, thank God he gave me. God was kind enough to give me brothers, and even though we're miles from each other, the only ones who understand my mother, thank God he gave me brothers.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Stuart. Thank you, Bert. Shara, I don't know, because I know that he was working, but I haven't spoken to him since Saturday, which is very unlike him, and it's been going to voicemail. So, and he's not checking his Facebook either. Stuart, thank you so much for putting a tip in my jar, you legend. Thank you everyone who has put a tip in my jar tonight, and to those of you who are my patrons. I am eternally grateful for the patrons that support my work, and there is a new song released on Patreon. I'll see if I can figure out how to share the post with you guys right now. Go away, get out of there. Share post, there we go. Copy the link. All right, I'm going to pop that into this little box here. And if you are a patron, you can go and check this out after. If you are not a patron, you can also go and check it out, but you will have to become a patron first. And this is the song that I wrote, and I'm going to very quickly tell you about it by reading you the post. But when you go onto there, you can also download the song. So if you want to keep the song, you can. So this song, it's called Spark, and the story behind it is it's little steps how to make the impossible possible. And then there's a little quote from Leo 2. I don't even know if that's how you say that, but a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So for those of you who aren't quite understanding what I'm doing here, I'm reading you what I've written about this song. Oh, Merry Christmas, Wyatt. I love you also. Okay, so sometimes we have these dreams or ideas for what we want to achieve, but because they're so big, so enormous, they feel entirely insurmountable. We don't even know where to begin. I'd have to say that this is one of my biggest problems. I'm a big dreamer. I'm also a doer and a go-getter, but sometimes my dreams are just so big I feel too small to achieve them. That, and I have so much I want to do. such huge ideals, so many people I want to reach and inspire and help, and so many songs that I want to release, and so many things I want to say, that I get stuck. Analysis paralysis kicks in, and I start to overthink all the things. Or I start another project or another job to make money, thinking if I just finish that thing or I have enough money, then I'll be able to start my real work, even if I haven't defined quite what the real work is, which is probably most important if you want to achieve it. And I was listening to a Marie Forleo podcast the other day. Her catchphrase is build a life and a business you love. And so if you need more resources around that, go check it out at marieforleo.com. In the podcast episode, Why Everything You Know About Success and Productivity is Wrong, Seth Godin, she was interviewing, was talking about a huge mistake that a lot of budding entrepreneurs make when they're starting out. He mentioned a rule, the same rule that you must apply when you light a campfire. Don't light a log that's too big for the kindling that you have. Most budding entrepreneurs have these great big ideas, and we are expecting to create this big, massive fire. He says if you go camping, if you have just a few little sticks, you need to light a tiny log. Later on, once those little logs are alight, you can put bigger log in and a bigger log, and then eventually you can burn down the whole forest. But if you just take your tiny sticks and put them under a giant piece of birch, nothing's going to happen. And I loved this because it was exactly what I needed to hear. Absolute divine timing, because I just made a decision to basically light a tiny fire for a very similar reason. What most people do, myself included, I'm learning, is have this huge idea and immediately try to throw a giant piece of wood onto the tiny pile of kindling, and of course it doesn't light, it's too much. Then they beat themselves up for having had such ridiculously huge ideas. But in reality, it's not the huge idea or the dream that is too big or that they're not capable of achieving it. It's just in the execution, they're going about it the wrong way. That, or we're entirely overwhelmed by the mountain of things to do, which takes me back to something a teacher once said to me. Another reason I love teachers. When I was at uni studying music, one of my favourite lecturers, hi David, if you're watching, gave the class some advice, and his words have stuck with me ever since. He said that it's easy to become overwhelmed with the workload and all that kind of stuff when you're at uni, and he asked the class, how do you eat an elephant? And we all had a little bit of a giggle, and he answered, one bite at a time. So after that, whenever I had a big assignment or something like that, I'd break it down into the tiniest possible steps. I'd make a list, and it would be just that tiny that it'd be like open a document, change the margin size, find 5 resources. You get the picture. The tasks couldn't take more than a few minutes each. And so I'd start and I'd tick things off the list. And then because I'd already started and I was on a roll, I would continue, right? That's okay. You missed your song that I did for you, Ronnie. You guys, I did a request for you, not a request, like a love song dedication to Ronnie and Colleen. I might have to do another one. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. Yes, so getting that motivation by doing the tiniest possible things. So it works for so many things. And for me at the moment, I've got some really, really huge projects that I want to accomplish, huge logs that I know that if I put them straight onto my kindling, I'm going to crush the tiny, tiny fire that I have. So what I've done instead this time is break those into the smallest of goals once again. And given that I have limited time and financial resources, I can't just jump into launching a tour or recording an album. I'm going to run out of time and I'm going to run out of money and then feel completely defeated. However, when I think about why I want to do those things and the purpose of those things, I'm reminded that the reason I want to tour is to connect with people through sharing my songs and stories, to create community, and to share what I've learnt in the hope that despite going through the things that I've gone through, so that I can inspire others to believe that there is hope for them too. I want to create my album for the same reasons, and I love music, and I just want to work with some super talented musicians. But in order to tour, you need a fan base. You also need time away from whatever job is actually paying your bills, and you need to be able to leave home, financial resources, time and energy to sustain the tour. You need more than just a handful of people to come to your shows, or the shows won't sell enough tickets. And you won't cover the costs of touring, and you'll just dig a big financial hole, which I definitely can't afford to do. It doesn't mean that it's impossible. So if I looked at this through that lens of I can't do this, it's too big, I'll never be able to do the thing. Or if I tried to force it to work and I threw everything at it, I'd end up disheartened, overwhelmed, and I'd feel defeated. It would feel like I wasn't good enough, or my dream was a silly pipe dream and I never should have tried. But if I look at it through the lens of this is a huge log and not a little log, but I have kindling, how can I use my kindling to make a bigger fire? And then the ideas start to come that are right-sized. An example of this is a blog that I'm writing, and that is one way that I can achieve my underlying purpose of reaching my fans and sharing my stories and the things that I've learned and sharing my songs at the same time, which is sustainable for me time-wise and resource-wise. And so are these Facebook Lives to some degree. Anyway, long story short, that's kind of what I'm doing. Is I'm writing like around a post a week. I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to be releasing these, but I'm writing every single day, just little bite-sized everyday things, so that I can compile these things and do a blog and share my songs, and eventually that will become my book and my album, the best of the best, yes, so that's kind of where the plan is at. But the point is, it's that I wrote this song. It ties it all together. How defeated I can feel when I'm trying to go too fast, how I get these grand ideas, but I need to stop myself before I go too far down rabbit holes that go nowhere, and how I need to stop comparing myself to other artists and just tune into my own journey and where I want to go and what I want to produce, because what I want to do with my music is not necessarily the same as what other artists want to do. It is different. So I need to focus on where I want to go and what I want to produce and who I want to serve and why, and how those little steps in the right direction can make all the difference. Because it's easy to beat up on myself for not doing all the things and not being everything to everyone. It's easy to get really low and feeling like I'm called to create this blazing fire, but all I have is a pissy bit of kindling. But it's not the truth. All great things start somewhere. All achievements start with little ones first. And today I might not change a million people's lives with the inspirational song I've just released, but I might change one with the acoustic demo that I have so far. And like I say in the song, you don't need the greatest fire to chase away the dark. All you need is just a little spark. So that's kind of the longest intro ever, but this is the song. It's called Spark.
You get discouraged when you don't know what to do. You're
Great. Start again.
You get discouraged when you don't know what to do. You make the greatest plans, but you don't seem to follow through. You have the best intentions, but you always feel like you don't do enough. You lose momentum cause you try to go too fast. You're quick out of the gate, but that don't get you very far. You don't get off the ground because you haven't learned to run before you fly. If you wanna chase a dream, you gotta learn to heed your heart. If you wanna change the world, you gotta start from where you are. You don't need the greatest fire to chase away the dark. All it takes is just a little spark. is always broken with that first real drop of rain. Just a little bit of laughter takes the edge off all that pain. We're taught that there's no value in the small things, but that's where it all begins. A single act of kindness might just change somebody's life. That smallest gift of grace could be the reason they survive. The journey of 1,000 miles always starts with just a single step. If you wanna chase a dream, you gotta learn to heed your heart. If you wanna change the world, you gotta start from where you are. 'Cause you don't need the greatest fire to chase away the dark. All you need is just a little spark. A little hope, a little faith, the smallest flicker of a flame to light the way. If you wanna chase a dream, learn to heed your heart. If you wanna change the world, start from where you are. 'Cause you don't need the greatest fire to chase away the dark. All it takes is just a little spark. No, you don't need the greatest fire to chase away the dark. All it takes is just a little spark.
There you go. So if you have a thing that you want to do and it's giant and it's overwhelming and it's just too big, then don't try and shove a big piece of birch on your tiny little kindling. Just put a little couple of sticks on it and a little log and start that. Just start with that. Then let that burn, and then you can add a couple of more sticks and logs and stuff. That's what I'm going with. So, so if you do, though, I want to know, please let me know if you take any, even like teeny tiny action towards something that you've been putting off because it's too big. I want to know, please. Please send me an email and let me celebrate that with you. Now, I'm going to find out exactly where I put this. Okay, it's not there. Try there. Nah, I feel like that's too high too. Okay, now this is another love song. All right, it'll be the last one for tonight. Thank you very, very much to those of you who have joined tonight and to everybody who has put a tip in my jar. You are legends. To those of you who are my patrons, I love you. And I'm so, so very, very grateful because I know that there are people that will read my little blogs and listen to my songs, and that makes my heart happy. And when I am ready to release them, you know, I know that that's their thing. Oh yes, Stuart, you will. That's gonna be huge. Is that this week? So this last song for tonight is it's a second song to Ronnie and Colleen their anniversary. If you go back in the comments, Ronnie, there's a few happy anniversaries from everyone. So this is another song that I wrote, Matt, when we first started dating, and it's called You're Good For Me. And I hope you guys enjoy this one as well. Happy anniversary again. Take those beautiful eyes, that warm, gentle smile. Come and sit by the ocean with me for a while. Stare at the sea when it's my favorite green. But not a place in the world that either of us would rather be. Put your right arm around me, I'll lean into the land, breathing in the salty air with my head on your chest. You're so good for me, baby. You ease my troubled mind. You're so good for me, baby. You make me feel alive. There's no valley low, no river wide, no mountain we can't climb, 'cause you're good for me, baby. Take hold of my hand, kiss the top of my head. Watch the breaking waves getting blown in the wind. Take me away from my fire and rage. You're the sweetest distraction that I've ever had to take off the edge. Wrap your body around me, let me get lost in your sand. Whisper words in my ear that no one else says. You're so good for me, baby. You ease my troubled mind. You're so good for me, baby. You make me feel alive. There's no valley low, no river wide, no mountain we can't climb, 'cause you're good for me, baby. You bring me back to life, set my world on fire. You get me high, high, high. You're so good for me, baby. You ease my troubled mind. You're so good for me, baby. You make me feel alive. There's no valley low, no river wide, no mountain we can't climb, 'cause you're good for me, baby. Oh, sorry, I got so distracted in that. That's pretty funny. I've just, yeah. This book that I'm reading is talking about self-compassion and, you know, moving away from perfectionism and moving into self-compassion and authenticity. And like, half the reason why I don't do live streams sometimes is purely because I'm freaking out that I'm just not gonna show up and be good enough that day. And you know, it might be because I'm not feeling well that I feel like I'm gonna come off scattered, or you know, like I'm gonna forget my words, I'm gonna forget how songs go. and all that kind of stuff. So I just get inside my own head and just completely, and then yes. So it's funny that the last song that I'm leaving you with has mistakes in it and has me like getting distracted, and then I'm practicing self-compassion. It's good practice, isn't it? It's good practice for me to just be kind to myself, and when I pull out a song to gift to Colleen and to Ronnie, of course it's not going to be perfect. I haven't sang that song for forever, so I can just cut myself some slack, and I just need to be kind, and I need to just keep on showing up as my imperfect self, because really I'm not here as an example of perfect. If I was, I would just give up on that goal. So I'm showing up as someone who writes songs and wants to share them with people. They don't have to be perfect. They just have to be songs that I wrote that I'm sharing with people, right? That's the thing. So thank you very much for tuning in tonight. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for being kind to me as well, and for being reminders of why I should keep showing up. Thank you. And Ashley, I saw your thing about not being able to. I'm glad you found a fix. Thank you very much. Thank you for not just putting a tip in my jar, but also for finding a way to do it when it's obviously, I don't know. Please send me an email and let me know exactly what happened, so that I can see if I put the wrong links up or something. Technology. So anyway, thank you very much for tuning in with me, and I'm gonna do, I think, I've got an idea if you're into it. I don't know, but I was thinking of doing a little Christmas thing for patrons. If you guys are keen, I like Christmas songs, so maybe I'll do it. And those who like doing Christmas songs or like listening to Christmas songs will listen to them, and those who don't have to, I guess. But in the meantime, I will let you all go. I have a great evening, and I will see you before Christmas either way. But I will say Merry Christmas anyway, because you guys might not be here for the next one. So in the meantime, happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and I hope all of the preparations go smoothly. Today I nearly had an anxiety attack at Woolworths. That was fun. It's been a while, but it's been a week, and let's just say supermarkets and me are not friends, so that's okay. It's that time of year when it's just intense, isn't it? So anyway, okay, Sandra's put in her Christmas songs request already. Can do. I was actually having a go at that with the electric guitar this afternoon. So anyway, I will catch you guys soon. I'm going to go and have some dinner because Matt's cooked me dinner. Yeah. I'm having lamb cutlets because they were on special at Woolies. So my adventure, my nearly anxiety-provoking adventure, at least bore some fruit in the form of lamb cutlets. Yum. Okay, bye. See you soon.